MotoFam, my forks are black and my swing arm is not, and I don't like that. So we're gonna do a 3-part series on how to get your swing arm Cerakoted by yourself. We're gonna do it 3 ways. Number 1, this video is gonna be all about taking this swing arm off. Number 2 is gonna be all about prepping. And number 3 is gonna be actually getting this thing painted and then put back on. So it's gonna be a lot of really good info. All right, so you might be wondering why Cerakote instead of just rattle can spray paint. Now the reason why is because although Cerakote might be a little bit more expensive, it'll last longer. It just can take more of a beating. And on a swing arm that's right next to rocks and dirt, it's just a better way to go. So we won't be using any powder coat or rattle can spray paint, but if you do want to use that stuff, you can just apply it. Let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is take these carbon fiber pieces off to expose the swing arm bolt. So let's get into that first. Some people will say that you don't need to remove the chain to take off the swing arm, and that's totally cool if you don't want to do that. But what we're going to try and do is remove it to make our working area just that much easier to get into when it comes to this swing arm. The easiest way to do that is by putting a rag over 50 to 75% of this master link. We have a flat head here that we're going to press into this portion of the master link and then hit it with this mallet. Now the reason why we choose to put this over the top of this master link is because if for any reason this thing goes completely flying out, the rag will stop it and we won't lose that master link. So I have it pressed up right here, give it one solid smack. You'll see it popped off right there, just enough to give me some leeway. And there it is. Just like that. So we're gonna take off this rear bolt. It is a 32. I have my breaker bar here. Quick tip, when you take this off, obviously there's no chain on it, so the wheel's gonna wanna spin. We're gonna push this down to the ground to hold it. We'll put on our socket and push down towards the floor. So we're switching over to the ratchet to make this just a little bit easier. Bam, take it off just like that. The next thing up is I want to try and strip as much of the stuff off of my swing arm before I actually take the swing arm off. Otherwise, I might take the swing arm off and have to spend a whole bunch of time with a loose swing arm on a table or something. Right now, it's nice and sturdy on my bike, which makes it easier to work on. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take off this chain adjuster bolt. You're going to need a 13 to get the bolt loosened up, and then you'll need a size 10 to actually back out the bolt. Just do the same thing on the other side. So the next thing we're gonna do is take off the brake caliper, and you shouldn't need any tools for this. This hose retainer is holding on the actual brake line, so you're just gonna unsnap this, pull the brake caliper forward, and then here's a pro tip for you. Instead of having this thing just dangling off the back of your bike, grab yourself a zip tie and zip tie it to the frame right here. Not too tight, but snug enough to just hold it off of the ground. This is just gonna slide forward just like that. Take my zip tie. Simple. Once you remove this caliper, it's extremely important that you don't hit your brake pedal. The reason why is because those brake pads will close and you'll have to pry them back apart. So this is a no-no during your build. All right, so the next step we're gonna do is take off this brake line retainer with these 8mm bolts. Just need an 8mm ratchet, and we'll just take these out like so. Take that thing off. This chain guide, 2 8mm bolts, super simple again. Take those out, this thing will drop right off. Rear mud flap, do you need to take it off? No, but here's why you should. By taking it off, it gives you more work room. So when I'm removing the rear swing arm, and especially putting it back on, I'm not having to move and fight this thing the whole time. So we're just gonna take it off right now so it's out of the way. It's only 2 bolts, it's super simple. Side note, if anybody wants to send me a carbon fiber one of these, comment below and I'll send you my address. Next up, we're going to use a 13mm to take off this lower shock bolt from the linkage. On this, when you're taking it out, it might be hard to take out. You'll just need to move your swing arm around, up and down, and it should slide out just like that. Next up, you're going to need a 17mm to take off this nut from the dog bone on the linkage. Just like that. If you'll notice, this thing is pretty dry from grease. That's why when you get a new bike, it's really important to take these out and grease them yourselves. It'll help your bike last longer, the components last longer with less wear and tear. So we'll definitely be giving that a grease up as well. So next up, we're gonna use this breaker with a 19 on it to remove the nut from the swing arm pivot bolt. The reason why it's called the pivot bolt is because this is the point in which your swing arm pivots from. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to lightly tap this pivot bolt out. Now I say lightly because you don't want to roll the threads. So I'm going to use the back portion of my breaker bar as well as this mallet and lightly tap it out. Rear swing arm out. And once again, you'll notice that this bolt is lightly greased. We're definitely going to give that a brand new thick layer of grease when we put this thing back together. Swing arm is off. Now we have to make sure that we protect these bearings from falling out. They are technically loose inside of there, so what we're going to do is we're going to take these zip ties, you'll just slide them through, and bam, now we know that those aren't going to come apart. For this last bearing, I'll zip tie that one once I take off the chain slider. All right, we're in the final stage. We're gonna remove this nut. You'll need a 17, and that'll take off the rest of the linkage. So last but not least, just like we did with these, we're gonna zip tie that final bearing. And then once again, we'll definitely clean that up and re-grease that. Not a whole lot going on the grease on that one either. Swing arm is off. Now this in total will probably take you 15 to 20 minutes without watching a video once you know how to do it. Stay tuned for part 2 where we get this swing arm prepped and ready for Cerakote. That's coming up next. Don't forget to check out any other of our videos and we'll see you on the next one, MotoFam. Later.